There's also somebody saving the DCU, and that's Superman. And that leads me to our featured story of the night. Oh! I spilled. I have not been drinking. I have not been drinking. I had a Coca-Cola. I spill everywhere. So that's the story of my life. So.
Oh my God, that's hilarious, Colonel. Is she gonna sing Joker face?
Joke. I like that. Joker face. La 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 la. I just want to talk, because this has been a thing going around the internet quite a little bit about Superman Legacy. Well, now it is just called Superman. And there are people going out there being like, there's rumors going around that Corswet is playing Superman, but also playing a Bizarro Ultraman mixed character right now. So you're going to get like a Bizarro, which is again a Superman for a different universe who's kind of evil. But now they're also saying that he's going to look like him, but be different and be evil. And James Gunn came forward and said, guys, this is not true. He said Lex Luthor is the villain, but he didn't say that there isn't a second version of Superman in the movie. They said that Lex Luthor will be the main, antagonist, and then he'll be the protagonist. But honestly, he didn't address it directly. I know people are like going back and forth, been talking about this all week long, so I just want to address it. And if you don't say something about it, that means there's probably some truth to it, especially James Gunn. I think he will be playing multiple parts. They're also saying that, of course, he's a young person working at the, a Daily Planet, and he's working his way up. Of course, that makes sense. He says that he has been there for a while, so... I mean, he is younger. He's not Henry Cavill. He looks like him, but he's not him. But I think that these rumors are going nuts, and we're going to have more and more rumors. We got to wait and see. Lex Luthor is a big part of this. I wish we had Brainiac, but I think that the fact that they're going to say that or James Gunn will not deny that we're getting a second version, we'll probably have two versions of Superman in this. We'll probably have an evil version, which is kind of like the Sun Superman from Superman 4, and then we'll have Corswet. I know that's probably not going to say his name, but Corswet as our Superman. But if you deny it, that's one thing, because James Gunn always denies that stuff. But he doesn't deny it. So what do we think about this? Is he not denying it because he knows that this shit leaked for a reason? Or is he just like, man, I don't want to address it? That's the question. What do you think, Sabrina? Is he just like, I don't want to talk about it because, I just want to talk about it? Or is he just still trying not to spoil anything for fans out there?
I feel like James Gunn, the way he approaches things is fairly elusive until he wants people to know things. So... that's his approach, and I don't think that's going to change. Also, I don't think you can really read between the lines with him. That's just my personal opinion. I'm a very big fan of James Gunn, although I am not a very big fan of Superman. Please, people, don't beat me up. I'm sorry. Henry Cavill was largely disappointing for me, personally. And I just don't really like all of the shows and the thing. Like, I feel like no one has done Superman justice since Christopher Reeves. So I'm really not excited about this. Again, we all know I hate recycling the eye penis over and over and over and over and over again. But I do trust James Gunn. I like James Gunn. I think he did a great job with the Guardians. Well, that's a terrible picture. I think he did a great job with Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I think he did a great job with Peacemaker. I think he did a decent job with Suicide Squad as well. So I feel like if there is a Superman movie that I would like, it would probably be this. But anything I've seen since the Christopher Reeves, situation has just been largely disappointing. So I'm really finding it hard to work up any excitement for this, aside from the fact that James Gunn is at the helm.
Yeah, I get that, Sabrina, too. I just think that, honestly, people are going to be going crazy about this. There's that Christopher Reeves is the best Superman. He's one of the best ones, I think. And what's your shirt say, GR?
It says this guy needs a beer.
If we had a Patreon thing, someone could buy you one right now. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, that'd be great. But buy GR a beer. But I think that the thing is, there's that documentary coming out about Christopher Reeves too. It's coming out very soon about him and his Superman, which I can't wait to see. That could be a lot of fun. But I think he was the best. And I think that whatever James Gunn does, it's great. I still think we should have Brainiac. I know Queen said great villain. Kevin Smith was supposed to do a Brainiac movie before he wrote Superman Lives. I would have loved to have seen that. I think that I like James Gunn.
Cage though, right?
Yeah, Brainiac.
Kevin Smith and Nicolas Cage, dude. Come on, dude. That would have been my jam.
Another reboot.
Yeah, it's a reboot. It's always a
long time
reboot
ago,
type
though.
stuff.
That was a long time ago, though. It would have been before Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm sour
never
on
liked
it.
Man of Steel
Christopher Reeve's
myself.
my guy.
We need Colonel Guile. We need a Street Fighter movie. The last one, it didn't do it justice. I liked the Snyder Cult. I know I did like Van Damme in that, but this they could do better. GR, what do you think? Is this Superman, the rumors and stuff, bullshit, or do you think that James Gunn's not saying as much about this character because there probably is some truth to this leak coming out right now, and we might get Corswet playing two different versions of the Man of Steel himself?
Well, I think Sabrina said it best. I mean, he tells you what he wants you to know, and that's what it comes down to. He didn't want you to know. He won't give you an answer, and he didn't hear. So,
No, definitely not. Not even close to an answer, GR.
Exactly. So we'll wait a few months, and this wannabe Superman movie will come out, and we'll see where they go with it.
You still have no faith in this movie, GR, do you?
No, not at all. I mean, everybody in the comments, and you have said it. Everything after Christopher Reeve went like that, straight into the front. I haven't seen it really. I've watched them. I've seen all of them. Never at the theater, just on.
People need to stop pumping bullshit out.
Damn, Pepe.
Wow.
Pepe's fierce tonight.
He's right,
but there hasn't been a good Superman since Chris, and that's a shame.
He was perfect. He was a perfect Superman. He really was. Perfect Superman. What do you think, Jake? Think there's any truth to these rumors?
Well, it's because it's hump day, Sabrina.
It's hump day. Hump it up.
Right,
we hump it up. We agree on a hump day. Jake. Yeah, you got to hump 3 times.
We'll see how it goes on Friday, all right?
We'll see how it goes on Friday. Yeah, I know, Pepe. Jake, what do you think? Do you think there's any truth to this at all? Or do you think that James Gunn, just shutting shit down and he's sick of these rumors going out? I mean, it sounds interesting, but then again, we don't really know. It's super early. They just started shooting, How do you feel about this Superman movie coming out right now? There's a lot of hate right now in the chat we've been talking about. I'm excited about this movie still. I think that James Gunn will freaking nail it. Are you excited about this at all?
I can't say that I'm excited about it because I haven't watched anything since the originals. So
there you go.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm wondering is when you're in a position like James Gunn and you know what's going on within the organization and then you start hearing all this stuff, I can see where that would be very frustrating. Constantly having to put out fires and you just get bored of saying, no, that's not true. And you just get mean about it after a while. But when it comes to the Superman thing, I don't know if there's anybody out there who could do a better job or replace Christopher Reeves in the original way that it was set up. But so until that actor shows up, I just think they should leave it alone. So and that could be a long time, or it could be somebody who's just not discovered yet. I don't know. We'll see.
It could be the Corswet, man. It could be. Maybe not.
Corswet? Who's Corswet? What are you talking about?
Well, David Corswet. He's the one who's playing Superman.
Oh.
He's been in a few things.
They're talking about ethanol or something like.
Oh, people are corn sweet. People say corn swat. That man, it's corn sweat. But he's
Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas Holt's gonna be great. I think as Lex Luthor. I think it'll be great, but I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see. He looks like Superman to me, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I think that there probably is some truth to 2 Superman in this, like a multiversal version that's a conglomerate of Ultraman and of I'm going blank now. My God, my brain of Bizarro. The 2 of them combined, probably some kind of combination. And I hope it's done right if they do that. And he's supposed to be like Lex Luthor makes him. I'm not drunk tonight, Pepe. But he does create him to fight Superman, which is very much Superman 4. I just want to say, that's why I put it out there. Very much Superman 4. And then he eventually ends up fighting a pumped up, souped out Lex Luthor at the end of the movie. We'll wait and see what happens. But Let's see.
I mean,
That's true.
he does spend a lot of time on social media. I'm responding to this comment. Like
Yep.
he spends a lot of time. That's what I'm saying. And he's also very open about casting things and stuff like that. But when he wants to be vague, he wants to be vague. So
Yep.
that's why
Right.
I don't know.
Debunking shit when he can.
I don't know that it's, true or not. Like I just can't say because of the way, the reason why.
Brian are
because-
just throwing mud to confuse people.
Sure,
Let's throw some mud.
But he
Let's
is
throw
very
some mud.
present on social
Misinformation
media.
campaign.
I know.
I don't feel like he does that. I just feel like he just doesn't say things. But like, there's also been a lot of things that he's straight up has debunked. So I think Brian might be on the right track because he doesn't want to. I don't feel like he really lies, which is interesting.
Yeah, he just doesn't always say everything, but he doesn't lie. He usually addresses everything, which he addresses pretty fast. But he didn't. He left some details out. So I think there might be a little bit of truth here. We'll have to wait to find out. It's going to take a long time. They just started shooting this movie. Happy Hump Day.
Too.
Yeah, Pepe loves him some hump day. We love hump day too. And Superman loves to hump it up too, just like us on a hump day. And Superman is coming, but again, we have no idea what's happening. It's too early, everybody. I can't wait to see what happens. We're all a little bit skeptical, but I hope it's good. And Superman will fly once more.